Objective.
Okay, all right. So the proposition is morality is subjective.
Oh, by the way, I should flesh out. You agree that objective, how I'm going to use it, is not going to be mind independent. That's gibberish to me. It's going to be like ontologically grounded.
I'd agree. I'd agree with that definition.
All right.
Okay, great. So the proposition is morality is subjective.
He's affirming it. Oh, damn, that sucks.
Do you want to do? Okay, you could be the affirmative, and you could make the proposition morality is objective. If you want.
I don't care. I don't know.
That's fine. That's fine. Okay.
I felt like I had the easy task. I didn't like that.
Okay, all right. No, I mean we could do one or the other. It doesn't matter. Do you want it to be morality is objective, and then
Can we split it? Can we do 5-5 for an equal weight view?
it will be? What do you mean like 5-5? It's just one of them is affirmative, and then you're gonna have like a 2-minute opener.
I hold that both of us are affirming something. I don't hold that negations are real. I don't even know what that means.
We're getting too into the weeds.
I mean, you
I
guys
think it's really important.
each 1 minute. You guys could each have a 1-minute opener if you want to do that. Like it doesn't matter. Like either way.
Yeah, but for the full 10 minutes, is it just cross? Is somebody in charge?
It's just nobody's in charge. It's just back and forth.
Oh yeah,
he could like after your opener, he could state what he means by whatever. He could state an argument and then ask you questions, whatever. It doesn't matter.
It's kind of just like open, right?
Yeah, it's open.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
okay.
so the typical format's gonna be like the person who's affirming is gonna get a 2-minute like opener, and then there's supposed to be like an 8-minute like open cross examination. But I mean, like you guys could do like or AR. What do you think about like both of them do 2-minute openers and then like a 6-minute open cross examination?
I would do 1-minute openers on.
Yeah, I don't want to do two. It's too long.
It's not.
Okay.
It's too much. It's supposed to be quick.
Okay,
But-
yeah, they could both do 1 minute.
Yeah,
and
do you
then,
want to
like-
do that, Shark? I mean, you could just do like whatever, like 8, do a 1-minute opener and then have the 9 minutes for whatever, and then just have
Yeah, that's
them
fine.
do an opener.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
Okay, it's fine. Okay, cool. So I'll say morality is objective, and then you'll start. So then,
Yeah, it can go either way. I don't care. You want me to go
all
first?
right. No, yeah, go ahead. Yeah. Whenever you say your first word.
Okay. Morals are going to be ought claims or statements of identity that we ought to do. And this is going to be a presupposition, just like anything else that has a metaphysical commitment. We're going to be focusing on our nature. Our nature is something that we presuppose has some kind of uniformity. That's what we call humanity. Humanity is going to be classified scientifically as a wise ape. All wise apes. Again, wisdom is going to be a presupposition of our identity. In order for us to be wise, we have to be able to pursue a system of rationality. Rationality would have to be a universal that exists. Or again, wisdom and rationality are just also subjective. We're not actually wise. We're not actually rational. And if we're not actually wise, we're not actually rational. Then what moral claims become is nothing more than preferential opinions that come down to mob rule. But I hold that these morals are going to be bound by an ontological unification. Some of these examples are going to be justice, mercy. But the main focus that I'm going to be focusing on is one word, and it's going to be rape.
Okay. So I'm gonna let the cross-examine you.
I think you do an intro.
Yeah, you could just do an intro if you want.
Okay. So, firstly, right, I'm going to, whenever we talk about morality, right, we can probably all agree that there are moral determinations that actually create positive effects, right, that are more beneficial, right? So obviously not doing grape is obviously vastly beneficial for humans because we are, social animals that live within organizations of other people, right? And so we have to keep that harmony in order to function as a group, right? But then to extend that and to say that that has ontological reality doesn't follow. There's no connective tissue there because I could just as easily imagine an intelligent species of wasps that, they lay their eggs inside living beings. And for them, right, the continuation and propagation of that is going to be more effective for their society. So again, I just don't see how focusing on humanity, centering humanity, does not actually prove that there's an ontological reality there. What you're really saying is just that it creates a positive effect for humans, which I'd agree with, but that still falls within the bounds of subjectivity, because we all prefer a society that is more functional rather than dysfunctional. That's still a preference.
Okay, we're gonna call it there, right? They both got 1 minute, right?
Yeah, they got 1 minute. No, they got 1 minute because his time started around like 8:20. So yeah, it's good. Like that was good. So now you guys can just go ahead back and forth.
Yep. Open 8-minute cross-examination. Go ahead.
So yeah, can I just ask? So how exactly do you connect the effectivity of, say, a moral condemnation of grape to like any sort of ontological reality that extends to, you know, things beyond humans?
Shark, that was for you.
I didn't know I was muted. It could extend beyond human beings. So the focus is going to be on rationality, species that are coexisting with a state which is rational and wise. And so a species that is coexisting with rationality and wisdom has the ability to conceptualize past, present, and future. We are literally time travelers as a time machine, and the time machine is going to be a concept. So for something like grape, you say that it's just going to be wrong because we're a social species, but someone else in your camp could just make the claim that because we're a social species and they're utilitarian, the more humans that we have, then the more utility that we're going to be able to have and encompass. So it's better to have more human beings.
I would think the fact that people can make those claims actually falls into my side, which just proves again that it is a preference. But also, so you're talking about rationality, right? So would you disagree that two beings with different starting conditions who are both capable of rationality can disagree?
Yeah, so what they're going to disagree with is like their brain activity, environmental factors, but the underlying reality that is connecting us metaphysically is going to be the same. So for like, if there's one single word that is actually wrong, which I think that word is rape, it's so scary that we can get banned from TikTok for saying it. So you start talking about fruits. It's really weird, right? That's how bad the word is. And it's not just because TikTok says it or it says that it's bad and we should censor it, but because we recognize that the individuals who perform this action are mentally unwell, right? Unless you want to die on the hill that individuals who commit rape are not mentally unwell.
Well, no. So, all right.
Are individuals, and just to clarify, are individuals who rape other people mentally well or unwell?
No, what I'm pointing out and what my argument has been, right, is that's too anthropocentric, right? That doesn't have ontological reality that could apply to every rational being that's possible in this universe. There are possible rational beings that exist somewhere else with different conditions and different societies that will come to a different conclusion that is just as based on reason as ours is. What I'm trying to point out to you is that just because it works for humans doesn't mean that it has an ontological reality that applies to every other rational being throughout the universe. It just doesn't follow.
Yeah, okay, so number one is you're making presuppositions about the nature of rationality. I'm not doing that. What I am doing is saying that even according to your epistemology, it is objectively the case that all individuals who commit the action of rape are mentally unwell objectively.
Okay, so how about this?
Is that true or false? Hang on.
No, of course I can imagine a scenario where that isn't true.
Hang on, just to clarify, you can I just want everybody to hear the words that are about to come out of your mouth with clarity. You can imagine what?
I could absolutely imagine a situation where that isn't true.
Hang on, where what isn't true? Hang on, please be specific. I don't want you to be vague about this.
Okay, how about this? If somebody, right, rounded up my entire extended family and put a pew-pew to their heads and said I had to, do that in order to spare them, I'm probably going to pick my family, right?
Just to clarify. So like, I'll give you an example with like a neonate. So if you could like essay or grape a neonate to get rid of all essay, are you saying and admitting that you would essay or rape a neonate?
No.
But you just said that with the example of someone taking your family. We can just let's apply the same exact hypothetical, okay? But now the people who took them say that in order to free your family, you have to grape a neonate.
I mean, yeah, I probably would still pick my family, unfortunately.
Okay, so just to clarify, the reductio of this, if morals are truly just subjective and not synthesized with a rational component of objective and subjective, then you might end up like Sasquatch, where you're okay with fucking newborns. I yield all of my time.
I never said I was okay with it. I said I could imagine a hypothetical in which your claim isn't true, which is what I did. I never said I was okay with it. So do not be disingenuous.
You said that you would do it.
Conflate what I'm saying into something else.
True or false? In the hypothetical, you said you would do it.
Okay, true or false, that doesn't necessarily mean that I'm saying that that's okay.
True or false, according to your epistemology, you are admitting you would essay a neonate.
Again,
I'm willing to yield the entirety of this debate.
This is just because of your claim that anybody who sees a rational reason to do that must be mentally unwell.
That's true, Kaysen. Yeah, that's true. Kaysen's right. I'm a man of my word. I yield my time. You can have the rest.
Okay. All I was demonstrating is that your claim that objectively all people who find a rational reason to do so are mentally unwell is untrue. And it was also to demonstrate, right, that there is actual no objective ontological reality behind any of this. Reality isn't that simple. We don't live in a world where things are that easy. That's not, I still fail to see the link. But if you're going to give up your time, then I suppose I'm just going to drop this because this just got super icky and I feel like it's a little disingenuous on your part. So I'm just going to let the judges decide.
Grandmother's here, dearie.
Sorry, Scott.
Also,
And Sasquatch, just so you know, I am sorry. This is why I don't do the rhetoric. Money does bad things to me. I apologize. It's just for the rhetoric.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, no, it's nothing.
Also-
Sasquatch, it's literally not about you at all. I admit I was disingenuous. I admit I strawmanned you, all that.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
I appreciate that admission.
Yeah, I don't think that you're a bad person at all. I'm not Dean Withers.
Okay, thank you. I appreciate that.
Also for the record, I just want to say for the audience and people watching, sometimes in this debate, people are going to have to defend positions that they don't actually hold. Please do not antagonize any of the debaters. They might be put in tough positions. They are debating some positions that they don't actually hold. Please talk to the debater if you want to figure out what their actual position is on certain issues. Thank you.
Well, technically they are like. Well, okay.
Have you ever read Hegel about his synthesis model?
Wait. What was your question, Chart?
Have you ever read Hegel about his synthesis model?
So I have actually never read any of Hegel.
Okay. I think you would like it. I think a lot of people would like Hegel because that's all I'm doing. I'm saying that similar to like gravity, we're explaining the systems, we're explaining the experiences through a fallible lens. But at the end of the day, every single time we make an identity claim, it's going to be we're saying that presupposition or that experience is going to be objective. I think the words are dumb, like objective and subjective. I think they're dumb.
Yeah, it does seem like a little semantic game, but
Yeah.
isn't.
Okay, guys,
right.
let's try to get to the judging now. All right, so judges, whomever, it doesn't matter who.
Who's going first? She said in the group chat.
Who, Kaysen? Kaysen, you go first. Kaysen.
Let someone else go. He's not here.
Okay, Jim.
This was a tough debate to judge, just because it was a little bit hard to follow the beginning argument laid out by Shark. There's a lot of nuance and a lot of things that needed to be cashed out in the terms that he was using. So that was because it's limited. It was really hard to kind of like follow and kind of see what was the case that he was putting out for his moral propositions or for his moral position. I think that Sasquatch was able to articulate an argument on his side a little bit clearer, at least in natural language. It was understandable. In terms of the back and forth, I think Shark did have pretty good questions and rebuttals in terms of and reductios in order to try to discredit the other view. It's really hard, really neck and neck. I don't know, man. I'm gonna call it a draw on this one.
Yeah, a draw is fine. If we end up with all three judges saying a draw, they can debate another topic.
Yeah, no, he can, or because he won and you want other people to come up, the loser just drops down because I didn't win. I think that in order, like in the UFC, I think in order to get the belt, you have to beat the champion.
Okay, that makes sense. Okay.
Yeah.
We could do it that way too.
Yeah, I'm cool with that.
Paige or Kaysen wants to go next. Okay, Kaysen, are you there now?
Oh.
Okay, great. I was hoping that you come back. Yeah. Were you listening or?
Yeah, I had to get water after it ended.
Oh,
so.
gotcha. Okay, so yeah.
Okay, well, damn. My notebook closed. I don't have what I wrote down. I didn't write down a lot anyway. Can I just say who I thought won?
Yep.
Oh, okay. Damn, I can't even remember. Okay, well, until I think of it, what I wrote down, or until I flip to the page, I thought Shark won.
Okay. Tage.
Um, my notebook didn't close, and I did write stuff down. I took the semantic for objective to be ontologically grounding, which I'm assuming is just some robust object which gives relations or some truth-making relation to moral propositions. So that was the interpretation I had. And I was bastardly confused when we started using normative language to motivate metaethical commitments, normative language that can be accepted by either the realist or anti-realist. Now, Shark's argument in the beginning was sort of the conditional was something along the lines of if morals have no robust explanation or unity, then they reduce to preferences or mob rule. Sasquatch's opening was something like moral judgments have positive consequences, and those consequences only relate to humans, and as such, there's no reason to expect that they'd be robust objects divorced from humans. There's so much to say about both of these, but I'll keep it concise. I took it that Shark won, given he motivated his view for stance independence that was uniquely supporting stance independence as opposed to supporting both.
I'm sorry, Sasquatch, and I want to be sincere. For the rest, I'll be honest. That made me feel icky. Sorry, Sasquatch. That's why I don't. That's why I don't do it. You know.
You're totally okay. I kind of no, I can I can take my licks, right? No, I found myself cornered and had to defend something that was disgusting. I kind of did that to myself more than anything, and you just saw an opportunity and pushed on it. So I don't blame you whatsoever. But yeah, but this was good, man. GG. I will.
It's all. This is just a game. Anything personal, I apologize.
I want to affirm for everybody here, I do not approve of that ever. I was.
Sounds like a universal claim, brother.
Yeah, it is a universal claim. Absolutely, I will make that claim fully. Just wash that ick off me. Yeah. All right. Host, would you drop me down for algorithmic purposes?
Okay, thank you for coming up.
Thank you for
Absolutely.
Okay. So.
Yeah, so Shark is the new king of the hill. Also, I literally thought of what I said before, and people are actually arguing their positions, but just don't antagonize them. And
because I'm pushing people's epistemologies, like their personal epistemology. They will end up telling me what they think, and so yeah, I have to be nice.
I want to make clear on behalf of, I guess, us three musketeers, the only reason we said you, as discussed, was because of your support for your argument, and I'm not referring to the terrible informal fallacies.
Yeah.
Right. So keep that shit on lock.
I just ran rhetoric, right? Like I know how the game works.
All right. Now Shark is the new king of the hill. Anyone can come on up and challenge Shark. Anyone. All right. We have 70 people here, and we don't even have a line. So Haru's gonna debate again.
No, I'm not. Not against Shark.
Wait, that's two. Wait, if an individual denies, that's another
No,
one. That's two.
No, like I never chose a topic.
Why did you come up?
Wait, I'm not allowed to come up now?
I mean,
No,
It's for judges.
Thank you for coming up.
we're doing an event, but sorry, only come up if you want to debate.